And good afternoon. Welcome to today's races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with Keith Fusel on a beautiful Thursday to get you ready for a big 4-day race weekend here at Laurel Park. We had a lot of rain yesterday afternoon, so we're off the turf today, but that's all right. Hopefully it'll dry out today. We have a nice hot day. Hopefully it'll dry out. We have a lot of big fields scheduled for the turf this weekend, so maybe turf later on this weekend, but nice carryover in that Rainbow Pick 6. That's almost 21,000. There's the number, $20,746. That'll start race 3 today on the big 8-race program.
Yeah, and these are the type of days. We're off the turf, some smaller fields, but, hey, I've seen this thing go before on days like this. You say, I'm not going to play. You pass one, and you run together a couple 6-to-1s and 8-to-1 with a couple. All of a sudden, you look at the last race, and there's some live tickets.
Right.
So, yeah, I definitely don't miss out on days like this. I will jump in on the Pick 6 and play a little ticket. There's no real slam dunks all the way through this racing card.
Right. I'll have a ticket as well. Tim Tulloch's gone this weekend, so I'll be taking a shot at the Rainbow Pick 6. You had some tough luck last Sunday. You played it, and you had that long shot, that David Nunn long shot that you liked. Had all kinds of trouble, so you're maybe due for some good luck today in a Rainbow Pick 6.
Yeah, or it's just unfortunately sometimes you ride well and you still encounter a little bit of trouble, and that was the case for that runner there over the weekend. Had him coming back, but yeah, let's see what else we've got rolling in store for us.
How about tomorrow? Tomorrow's Stronach 5-day with that guaranteed $100,000 pull and an industry low 12% takeout. It's going to start race 8 tomorrow here at Laurel Park. Here's the lineup. Laurel Park race 8 about 5:05. Then we go to Gulfstream race 7 for leg B. Back up here, Laurel Park race 9 for leg C. Then we wrap it up down there in South Florida, Gulfstream Park race 8. Then Gulfstream Park race 9 is leg E. So I'll have a ticket tomorrow. Study up now for the Stronach 5. It pays well each and every Friday with that low 12% takeout. And then how about the Beat the Heat contest? This will be the third Saturday for the Beat the Heat. The winner last Saturday, I texted my buddy Ty Ellis earlier this morning.
Okay.
He won over $600 again. I think it was like $640 the winner last Saturday got in the Beat the Heat contest. It's only a $10 entry fee. In the Maryland Jockey Club, they add $500 cash each week to it. So learn more about this. Go to Guest Services to learn more. Check it out on the website, laurelpark.com, every Saturday for these last couple weeks, these last 2 Saturdays of the meet.
I love it.
All right, over 600, can't beat that. So that's this Saturday and next Saturday. We just have 2 more weeks here of the big summer meet. And Saturday, August 17th, shaping up to be a monster day. It's the Maryland Jockey Club Champions Handicapping Tournament, one of the biggest tournaments of the year, guaranteed over $33,000 in prizes. It's also a qualifying event for some big tournaments, the National Horse Players Championship, the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge, and the big one. It's a $100 entry fee, $200 tournament bankroll. You keep your bankroll, plus you get, if you win it, you get at least $1,500 extra cash and your choice of where you want to go. So check this out. This is always well played, a popular handicapping tournament. It's going to be in the new sports bar right here at Laurel Park.
If you won it, where would you go?
If I won it, I'd have to go to the Breeders' Cup.
There you go.
All right, you go to the Breeders' Cup and you have a handicapping tournament.
That's exactly right.
All right, so that's Saturday, August 17th, shaping up to be another super Saturday. It's Maryland Pride Day, Saturday, August 17th. Live music, fun for the kids. You have 4 Maryland bred steaks, local Maryland vendors, food trucks, and more. You also receive a free performance T-shirt with the purchase of a program while supplies last. So this is going to be a popular day. Pony rides and a petting zoo for the kids. You have the Maryland Pride Market and 4 Maryland bred steaks featuring some of the best Maryland breds around.
Excellent. I'm going to have to get one of my buddies. He's got a fry truck. Get him to bring it down one of these days. He's a pretty good handicapper, too.
The all shucks guy.
All boy fries. Our boy Pigeon. Absolutely.
I had some before.
They're awfully good. That's right.
Good fries. All right, well, that's good fries. You want to know about good steamed crabs, the best crab feast of the summertime. Laurel Park's Kraken Crab Feast, Saturday, September 7th. Plenty of sides and drink specials to go with your crabs. A souvenir Laurel Park crab mallet. It's $60 all you can eat Maryland steamed crabs. The crabs are steamed live here on site, right out there on the apron. Underneath the tent, we'll have great live racing as well. So learn more about this, laurelpark.com, to learn more about that Kraken Crab Feast, Saturday, September 7th. Making me hungry just thinking about it.
They tease us. The smells just kind of make their way up to the press box.
Right.
We'll have the windows open. It's tough. Everybody else enjoying themselves down there, but have a great time. The Crab Feast, it's a great value. And you really can't beat it.
They get a big turnout. So that's Saturday, September 7th. Let's show you the main track today. Even with all the rain we had yesterday, we're off the turf, but the main track looks perfect. Nice job by the track crew getting the main track in good shape. Perfect playing, fair playing fast track today.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I say, the weather. We fared a little bit better. Some spots downtown. I mean, how about some of those cars just underwater pretty much? Yeah.
Flooded,
had to deal with that. So hope everybody down there is doing okay and recovering from kind of like those flash floods that they had to deal with. But, main track looks perfect today.
All right, well, here we go. Race 1's going to kick off the popular early Pick 5. Mandatory payout on this early Pick 5. You get some big payouts each and every week on the early Pick 5. Industry low, 12% takeout. I have a ticket here for this early Pick 5. Now, essentially, with the Race 1's a two-horse field, which kicks off this early Pick 5. We both like the 2, the Hammy Smith filly in the race Brushing. She looks like a lock in there. So if you believe in that, essentially, it's a 12% early Pick 4.
Correct.
Right?
And we've seen the payouts. I mean, if you're not paying attention, Pick 5's on Sunday. I went back and went through over 990 in the first one and like over 1,000 in the late. And you're looking at the payouts of those horses. I mean, you might have had one or two that were leaking over $11, $12. So, man, the 12% takeout, the pools have been good. Yeah, jump right in on the Pick 5s.
Well, there's my ticket. So I go with Brushing in the opener, go with 167 in the second race, and I single my best bet of the day, the 3, Marco Island in race 3.
Okay.
And then I'm 4 deep there in races 4 and 5. Study that ticket some more, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section for all of our tickets and plays of the day. All the press releases are up there, all the events, everything you need to know about Maryland racing at laurelpark.com. All right, race 1, we're off the turf today. So race 1, we're going a flat mile, claiming 16,000 filly mares 3 and up, never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. Just to take the 5 down there, guys. We had some confusion there. Where it's just a win only here in race 1, and one of the most exciting events in horse racing, a match race, just like Seabiscuit and War Admiral back in the 30s. They made a movie about it, and there's no Seabiscuit in here, but still a couple 1,200-pound animals going to be looking eyeball to eyeball, throwing it down here. You get the bug boy Julio Correa on Brushing, a journeyman Rosario Montanez on Eye of the Wildcat. We both have the 2, Brushing. No exacta wagering here in the openers. Win bet only. So Brushing we think is going to be the favorite, but you have the journeyman rider on Eye of the Wildcats. That makes it an interesting match race scenario here in race 1.
Yeah, and Eye of the Wildcat, to me, looks like she's got a little bit more true speed. The blinkers are on. So I think she's just going to try to get the jump on Brushing. But Brushing, a little bit of class relief here. I think she can go ahead and just kind of dog Eye of the Wildcat, keep her within, a length or 2 turning for home, and just steadily grind her down. But, yeah, we've got ourselves a match race. And but race 2, we've got some 2-year-olds, Stan, right? Going long.
All right, you like the early Pick 4.
Yeah.
That starts in race 2. Let's check out your early Pick 4 ticket and see how you played it.
I'm going to go ahead and single Super John, the 7, in race 2. Third race spread a little bit deeper. You've got a single. I don't have this horse, and, man, you've got me worried. I think Marco Island might get hounded a little bit by Vouch on the outside. I go 1, 5, 6, 9 in the third. Fourth race, 4, 8, 9. And the fifth race with the 2, 4, and 6. $18 is your ticket. So, I mean, as this car gets a little deeper, it gets a little trickier for me. But I think we can get it done with an $18 ticket.
All right, you came close with a couple nice scores last week, and let's see if we can give out some nice scores this week. Race 2, still a nice maiden special weight for 2-year-olds off the turf, going a flat mile, but some nice maiden special weight 2-year-olds in here. We both still stay with the 7 Super John on top. Make the rider Sheldon Russell. Sheldon Russell rides the 7 Super John for trainer John Service. We both have this colt by Super Saver on top. They paid almost $200,000 for him this year at the OBS back in March. We have a stat here on trainer John Service. Let's check it out.
Yeah, last 3 years on the dirt, 7 for 29. That gets you 24% and 15 for 29 in the money. His 2-year-old sprint to route. With a positive ROI of 242. The son of Super Saver. I saw a nice press release on laurelpark.com talking about this horse in particular and Service saying, you've got a slew of 2-year-olds. They've each kind of got their spots lined up. I don't think they really wanted turf. They got what they wanted here. This race taken off the turf, going to the dirt course. He was basically quoted as basically saying this horse is screaming to go longer. It's a little tough, 4.5 right out to a mile. A lot of these horses, not much experience in the race. Breeding, looking at that, I think this horse is going to be able to get it done. Super John for John Service.
All right, so we both have the 7 on top, the 1 percentage for trainer Christophe Clement, a homebred here for Robert S. Evans, a 2-year-old colt by the factor out of a Lemon Drop Kid mare, so well-bred. Homebred here for Evans. The debut, tough race up there at Belmont. Maiden special weight in early July, 6 furlongs on the turf. Got bet down to 7-1 in a 10-horse field up there. It's an $80,000 maiden special weight up there at Belmont. Wow. Yeah. And you have to figure this colt got some good education and experience out of that race, and now it's going to get a ground-saving trip breaking from the 1 hole.
Yeah, and you've got some unknowns here with some first-time starters, the 2 Jasiri, the 4 Baytown Chapel. Well-bred is the 2 by Bernardini, but unfortunately how this horse go away for $10,000, that's a little intriguing there. A half to isotherm that we saw run around here, Stan. But I think Irish Town, with the 2 races under his belt, stretching out, there's some routing in the family. A little bit of a hang last time, but I think this horse will be able to kind of take a stalking position just off of it. But Super John, looking at the half-sister, 4 for 14, made $156,000 on the dirt. Some good experience on the bottom side. Second dam was a good router. I give the edge here and a good draw. You like the draw at this mile distance, just outside in a short field.
All right, so some nice 2-year-olds there in race 2. We both have the 7 Super John on top. The Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 3. Nice carryover. We showed it to you once. Let's show it to you again. Don't sleep on this today.
Yes.
Starts in race 3. There's the carryover, $20,746. I have a ticket. Let's check it out here. Very affordable, $25, 60-cent play on my Rainbow Pick 6. All right, and that may if you have multiple winning tickets, well, maybe you can have a couple multiple winning Pick 6 tickets. Play it all day long there with a $25 ticket. I go in the first leg here, the 3 Marco Island, but you're right, the 9 Vouch is going to be tough here in the first leg. Then races 4 and 5 were off the turf, so it's wide open. I go 4 deep in both those races. Race 6 were originally on the main track. The
really
6 in there, Parched Ghost, and the 8 Towson I have in there. Then I single in race 7. I single on the 8 You Might Be an Empress with the hot bug rider Julio Correa. And then in the finale, the 1 Mystic Time's going to be a favorite, and the 9 Quality Matters going to be a favorite as well. So there you go. We can study that ticket some more. LaurelPark.com underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look at race 3. Originally carded on the main track, going a flat mile. Nice 25,000 starter allowance race here. 3 and up. Never won 3 is the condition. Marco Island. You didn't lose the horse. He galloped last time. He got a big lifetime best 74 buyer. Now that was against starter 2 Life Company. It was a small 6-horse field. He was 3-5 that day. Beat Bandito, who came back with a big win. A little tougher condition today. We're stepping up to the starter 3 Life today for Marco Island, but looks like Mark Reed has this horse in good form. He gets the hot bug boy. He's made Correa one of the leading riders of the meet. Correa and Mark Reed, 26% in a positive ROI. So I'll take a shot here with the 3 Marco Island, and you're right, the 9's going to be right there, so I used the 9 to vouch in my exacta.
I do like the way Marco Island took to rating, handled the pressure, and was able to kick away. Decent final quarter. all things considered. But his draw towards the inside, will he have to hustle up to contention early? And Vouch, you kind of break it down and compare the internals at the mile distance. Vouch may be a little bit quicker, out of a little bit of a quicker early, kind of a race. So I think he'll be able to shadow and just kind of sit outside of Marco Island. And those two get engaged. I'm looking for a closer to come pick up the pieces. And this 6-horse, Lie. I know went up to Charlestown to win, but that was that was an improvement to me visually off of that race. I thought at Delaware, the third-place finisher was a 5- or 6-time winner. Now we're back with straight 3 and life kind of horses. And you take a look. Now this is 4th time in the barn for Claudio. This horse was gelded back in June of 19. Okay, just prior to his last. This horse has room. We've seen these Claudio horses when they take to the program, they can just keep moving up. And Lie looked like a horse. He really didn't want to be pushed into contention on the tighter turns, but he did it, and he won going away. I think he's going to be able to draft in good position here and move up for Claudio.
Well, you make a good case for him. I didn't use them. It was a nice, good-looking win at Delaware. Now, it was a small 5-horse field at Delaware, and the Delaware horses haven't done too well coming down here overall. They've been getting big numbers up there and coming down here, not running as well down here. He did have a nice allowance win at Charlestown, but now tries it here at a major track. I didn't get to him, but Claudio and Victor saw top connections here. They're 24% together, and you might the scratch to 4 Revolutionary Road. So this 6-1 probably is going to come down to a 5 to 1, 9 to 2, but you're still going to get a nice price there on a Claudio horse.
This race was tough. I thought this was one of the tougher races on the card, and I made a lukewarm favorite to the 5 Caladan, and I think you had to based off the company lines. The last 2 races in the Pegasus up at Monmouth and 2 Cuban Brothers U. He's just an absolute veteran killer. Now he comes back to a condition race.
All right, let's show you that race.
Yeah.
We have a video spotlight of Caladan. Here's a race from Delaware back in May. Nice win against Allowance Company, a big 79 buyer speed figure this day.
I'm saying, how big was this race coming off of a layoff? Hadn't run since late November. They go okay internals. He lays close to those, beats the next out winner. Look at this determined run, just a gritty effort by Caladan. Now the horse gets through the other thing edition. They really reach out and try some tougher spots. They realize this is the right type of spot. Now they're laying them in for 25 when they could protect. They don't. Rose coming in for the ride. I think Caladan position in this race will be tracking. I think he'll be able to draft towards the inside and get a good stalking trip. I do think he is the one to beat.
All right, the 5, I use them. We both like the 9 and the 1 here. Cape Lookout for trainer Mike Trombetta. Julian Pimentel will ride. A nice win at Delaware, 2 back, 25,000, 2 life. And a decent third last out in an 8-horse field up there at Saratoga, going 7 furlongs against 35,000, 3 life. That's a strong race up there. I think Cape Lookout's in good form right now for Top Connections.
Certainly flashed some talent. Stand back, going on the go back to 16 as a 2-year-old. Was gelded prior to his return try, and that was off a lengthy layoff. And look at the steady improvement. I like the gradual in distance he's moved up. That wasn't a bad field. I went back and compared kind of buyer numbers, some speed figures there. That race at Saratoga was okay, and this horse can go a little extra. I think the mile is a perfect fit for Cape Lookout.
All right, so we like some of the same horses there in race 3. A nice starter allowance to kick off that Rainbow Pick 6. We're not done. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the late Pick 5. That starts in race 4 today. We'll check it out right after this.
Join us for Jim McKay Maryland Million Day on Saturday, October 19th at Laurel Park. Come with friends and family to Maryland's Day at the Races, a celebration of Maryland's horses and lots of fun for all ages. Enjoy a full day of racing, including on-track entertainment between races. Don't miss the hat contest, 3 categories and wonderful prizes. It'll be fun for all at Laurel Park, Saturday, October 19th. For more information, visit MarylandMillion.com or LaurelPark.com.
All right, Maryland Million, Jim McKay, Maryland Million, right around the corner, Saturday, October 19th. And, of course, the precursor, kind of the warm-up event to Maryland Million. By the way, the the concert goers, the young fans that we got last year.
Right.
The Clubhouse Fest, that has taken off. The bands have been announced for that. People are going crazy over the lineup for the Clubhouse Fest this year. Second year of the Clubhouse Fest this year for Maryland Million Day, and of course the warm-up event for Maryland Pride Day, a week from this Saturday here at Laurel Park. So more about all those events on the website, laurelpark.com. Let's take a look here at race 4 as we kick off the late pick 5. No carryover today, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout on all the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Race 4, we're off the turf, going a flat mile. Maiden claiming 16,000 3-year-olds and upward here in the 4th. And I have the 4 Tappahannock on top. So do you. So let's start right there. We both have a 4-9 exacta here. Let's show you this video spotlight of Tappahannock's last race, July 13th. Now, yes, it was on the turf, but we just want to show you all the trouble this horse got in this race.
Yeah, the situation, the one horse that afternoon settled back off the pace. This was second off of a layoff, transitioning dirt to turf. Unfortunately, just gets in a lot of traffic right there. Steady, checked, had some run, trying to advance between horses in mid-stretch. This horse kept on trying, though, to the wire. 5th beaten about 7. Going back, 3rd off of a layoff. Now we're going turf to dirt since this race has taken off. I like this horse maybe even a little bit better today now that it's on the dirt. The 2-back try was all right. Mice and Men came back to run a big number. I think the 5th place finisher came back to run okay. Tappahannock is all right. Full to Shikor, who's won at a distance of ground off had a half-brother that was 3 for 9 going long on the dirt.
All right, so we both have the 4 on top. We both like the 9 as well. Glenn's Caper for Chucky Lawrence. Angel Cruz will ride a decent race on the turf last out. Second race back this summer after having the first half of the year off. He ran some big races on the main track right here at Laurel Park last fall against Maiden 10. This race a little tougher, but with the race coming off the turf, the 9, Glenn's Caper, he fits just fine here.
Yeah, I think favoritism's clearly going to go between the 4 and the 9 and maybe throw the 8 in the mix. I think it'll be a touch off of those top 2. But Glenn's Caper, he's had a lot of chances. That's all I can tell you. He's kind of a chaser, just never wants to really get over the top. I'm hoping Tappahannock hasn't shown enough times that he's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, hopefully he can get it done today. Above it all, the mare bottom side. Underneath it all was 2 for 5 going around a ground on the dirt. First time Lasix today on the dirt, I should say. Did not have Lasix in debut. Above it all wouldn't be a surprise to me.
All right, so we both have a cold 4-9-8 on top there in race 4. Race 5 will kick off the late pick 4 off the turf. Maiden claiming 16,000 for 3-year-olds and upward here. And we both have the 4 on top in race 5. The 4, Dapper Mon for trainer Donnie Barr. Jevion Toledo on his 3-year-old son of Munnings. He's been running okay on the turf recently. His debut back in February, that was one of his best races. That was against Maiden 50,000. He was an all right 3rd that day in a 7-horse field, and then he didn't run well in his second race. They gave him a break, and they brought him back. He's been running on the turf. So now he goes turf to dirt. He gets Jevion Toledo for Donnie Barr. So we both have the 4 Dappermont on top.
Yeah, this horse showed a little promise. That debut try was not bad at all. Then subsequently tried on the turf, showed a little bit more speed last time. I think he's going to need it. I think Cool Man Cletus might be the best speed of this race. I think he's going to go ahead and send second. 6 of 12 is Cool Man Cletus. Is he finally going to be able to get it done this afternoon? This is one of the easier fields he's faced. We'll watch his last race, right? Do we have that?
Yeah, let's watch it because he was on his left lead in the stretch. So is that something he normally does or just this day? But here he is on the turf last out.
Did not. He switched over. Haven't really watched a lot of his reruns per se. Seeing this is really a habit. But, man, laying in a little bit there. Looked like he was going to get the job done. And just a touch of a hang. Just didn't want to quite sustain on that left lead. His battle bus, I believe that was Jeremiah Dwyer got the job done in that one. But Cool Man Cletus, turf or dirt today, he was going to be a major player.
Sure.
He's going to be a pace factor a long way in today's 5th.
All right, 4-2, and then the 6 here. Here comes Mongo for Ann Merriman. Debut didn't go very well back in May at Pimlico. That was against Maiden 40 sprinting on the turf. Now we're in a much easier spot today on the dirt. First time Lasix and the 7-pound apprentice who she's done well with, Avery Wisman. So this 3-year-old son of Etch, the homebred for Dan Green, he could wake up here at this level on the drop.
And no doubt, Have to Willie Be Mine. We've seen him run around here. Northern Prancer, Sventastic, all winners sprinting on the dirt. Here comes Mongo, positioned just outside the other speeds, the main speed, I believe. Certainly, he could definitely transition the positive workout at Pimlico on July the 17th. So 246. That's it for me.
Yep.
I don't know if I can unearth anything else in this race.
All right, so 426 all day long there in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6, originally carded on the main track. We'll start the final pick 3 of the day in race 6. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 3 and up. I had the 3 squib knock it on top, the 3 scratched. I end up on the 6 here. Parched Ghost for my main man, Leo Ambrosi, looking for his first win this summer. It'll be his second win of the year. He gets Ashley Castrenzi to ride this 4-year-old daughter of Stay Thirsty. A nice maiden score back in April right here at Laurel Park. And they tried the turf, ran okay on the turf, but then went right in for the nickel 2 life, same level last out as today, and it was wide. It with a 7-pound apprentice was wide, but a good second. Now you get a journeyman rider with Ashley Castrenzi, so I'll take a shot here with Parched Ghost on top.
Yeah, kind of a chaser, and she just kept on last time. Looks like be a little bit better. This race, I thought my head was going to explode. Came back and looked at it again this morning. And I came back and I looked at the 1. I'm thinking, you know what? You got this horse lined a little too high at 8. I'm hoping maybe we can get 9-2 or 5. This horse was bet down for the 8,002 in life. Now we're going to come second off of layoff. Did have some trouble in that last race. Broke a little to the outside. Jock really snatched the horse pretty quickly, and then made a little bit of middle move, a wide middle move into the stretch before flattening out. There's not a lot of true speed in here. 15K. I'd like to, if we can come away cleanly, just send up to contention and hang around. You've got some bottom coming off of those route races there. 15K, and I think an absolutely brutally tough race to handicap. So good luck for you. I think it's an absolute spread race. 1-5-6-12 for me.
Sure, you get the top riding bug boy Julio Correa on the 115K. So we both like the 1 and the 6. I use the 8 in my exacta here. The 8 is Towson taking a dropping class coming off the layoff here for trainer Pat McGill. Ty Liapustina, 7-pound apprentice, will ride. And this filly, she had a nice maiden score at Timonium last August and hadn't run too well since then. But dropping in for the nickel 2 life coming off the layoff, that's the right move to try to get Towson back in good form.
Yeah. Will she go to the front or will she come to the back? I think she's going to find herself somewhere in the middle, chasing the pace. Will she have enough off of that break to kind of follow on by some okay horses that she faced prior to the layoff? I think you can use her in there. I'm going to use her underneath in my exactas. Perfect exchange with a barn change, but the X-Man knows this 3-year-old filly by exchange rate. She does not like to come out of the gate, but she might be one that could settle and just make one run into this field.
Yeah, Candy Boss. We both used the 5. Candy Boss dropped this 6-year-old mare, 1 for 26. 6-year-old mare, beaten favored last out at Parks for 7,500 2 life. Was dropping in half to that level that day. Got beat 20 lengths. Now another drop today to the nickel 2 life, cutting back in distance. So Candy Boss going to take money once again, but hasn't been living up to her billing recently.
Yeah, we've seen this trainer come in a few times with some runners, and I thought they were all live. But Candy Boss, the last time it sprinted on a fast track, ran a 45 buyer. Well, 45 buyer is probably going to put you in the winner's circle this afternoon.
All right, so wide open race 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 will kick off the late daily double. We're off the turf. 6 furlongs on the main track. 25,000 starter allowance. Filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 is the condition here. And scratch the 2, Jabba the Kaba. I had the 2 on top. Scratch the 6, Jenny Highway. I end up on the 8 on top here. We both have an 8-7, 7-8 on top. The 8 gets Correa. Julio Correa only has to carry 112. 3-year-old filly by Nicanor for Tim Vick. Good second at this level. Last out, going 5 furlong. Stumbled at the start and then rallied wide to get up for second that day. Needs a little bit of a better start today, hopefully, with Correa back aboard. He knows this filly now, and now he gets an extra furlong today. So I think the 8, You Might Be an Empress, is going to be awfully tough here.
Kind of surpassed her previous best dirt number last time out, and that was even after encountering trouble. Might have been in her good spot, so she wasn't up there chasing. And I think today she's going to have enough pace flow up in front. A lot of these horses don't even. It looks like they don't even want 6 furlongs. And it's a skier. This race stays at 6, right, Stan? So, added ground. You Might Be an Empress. She might be the one that just has the best finishing here. But I'll go Claudio. I know she was beaten by You Might Be an Empress last time out by about a length. It's second time Claudio, though. That's good enough for me. She's outside. It seems to me maybe a little bit quicker. She can kind of sit off the speed of Wildcat and Grand Skylark going by and try to hang on for dear life.
Sure, yeah. This filly got the 6 furlongs when she broke her maiden at Belmont last May, so she can get 6 furlongs. So we're going 6 furlongs here today. So we both like the 7-8 on top. Yep. I used the 1 in my the war horse here. This filly, she just keeps on ticking. She dances every dance, Simonella.
Sure she
likes to pick up checks. Good third on the main track. Going a mile on a sloppy track at Suffolk 2-back. Good effort on the turf last out, but her lone win did come on the main track.
Yeah, she'll be shoved along, chasing around the inside, and just try to hope the field comes back a little bit. That's going to be her best chances for the 1. Simonella, Polished Girl, the 3. I'm going to toss in. First off the claim for Donnie Sauter. Doesn't claim a lot, but look, has that little ROI of over $5. But Polished Gal, I remember going back to her debut in January over the winter. I didn't think that was a bad race whatsoever. Was caught between horses battling just a slight fade. She ended up breaking the maiden on the turf, and she's got a little bit of bottom off of those turf races. I do think she's a threat from somewhere from mid-pack. So I'm not going to completely leave her out. I like the 3 a little bit here. Polished Gal.
Now we both like the 4 Wildcat, and for Tim Shaw, Katie Davis will ride a sharp maiden score on the turf 2 starts ago, and just ran an okay 4th on the main track last out as the beaten favorite against some of the same rivals she's going to face today.
Yeah, she's going to have to improve. Obviously, she was bet down. She didn't pick up her feet really at all. Just chased the whole way. Came up empty. Other races, you go back to Pimlico in May, that works. That race would get it done here. It would be very close to getting it done. Wildcat behind Jump for Sally. So I want to see her come away a little bit better and be a little bit closer. I don't think she's the type of filly that wants to come from too far back.
All right, so nice starter allowance for filly and mares to kick off that late daily double in race 7. Hope you're live and all your will pays going into race 8. Will we have some live singles in that Rainbow Pick 6? We'll see. Race 8. Off the turf, we're going a flat mile maiden claiming 16,000 3-year-olds and upward here in race 8. We both end up on the 9 Quality Matters. The 1's probably going to still be your favorite, 7-5 morning line for the turf. But the 9 Quality Matters ran a good third last out on the main track as the favorite against maiden 25,000. Just got beat a length and a quarter that day. Ran a very respectable 55 buyer speed figure. Subdued, who was second in that race, came back to win. So that was a strong race. Now we're third off the layoff as we're dropping to the maiden 16,000. Second time going long off the layoff, and you get 5 pounds off with the leading bug rider, Julio Correa.
Yeah, it was second time out off of a sprint. Okay, off a little layoff last time, July 11th. Was hung out wide around the first turn. I was really surprised this horse kind of kept on going like he did. Cut the margin, closed almost 4 lengths through the final 1/8 of a mile. Quality Matters now another drop. I don't know if that bodes well for the future, or maybe they just want to get rid of him, but I like the dirt experience, the route experience on the dirt off of his last. His figure works, and the 1's going to take a ton of play. The 1 could be the favorite, dropping out of the maiden 50 up in New York. First time dirt here for George Weaver. Weaver's coming. He's won quite a few races with these maidens. He's kind of jammed them down. But bottom side is all turf. I know Tiz now on the top. You're thinking yay, but I think this horse has a little bit of vulnerability in him at an awfully short price. I think they're going to jump in. I think this horse will find a new home after this afternoon. But I give the edge to the 9 Quality Matters.
Yeah, Mystic Love. We remember the dam here, Mystic Times. A stakes winner around here for Franny Campitelli, right?
Yep.
All right, so Mystic Times making a homecoming here to Maryland. We both have a 9-1-7. The 7 we have third here. The 7's Top Hat Hustle for Wayne Potts. Katie Davis will ride and showed a little speed going a mile on a muddy track at Suffolk last out and then got tired. So second time going a mile today, gets a fast track, and so it could get a piece of it.
Yeah, and if you want to just be strong and just don't think the 1 is going to like the dirt at all, it looks like to me 7-9-9-7.
All right, and then we both the five odds are against us. We throw in there, and then you have the too much time. Make the rider Rashawn Latchman on the too much time. So I hope you're live in that Rainbow Pick 6 going into race 8. Nice carryover today. Let's show you what we have. It's over 20,000.
Yeah.
It's $20,746. Tickets are at laurelpark.com underneath the handicapping section. Dave Rodman, he's coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.